are. Hello and happy Tuesday. Oh, and we've already got some folks on. Oh, I didn't realize when I wrote that bump that it would show up in the actual, I don't think you can see it, but I bumped it a little bit ago. Oh, it won't show it. So Bonnie, yeah, it's not, it's not going to let me do the screen either. Watch, hang on. It's not. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll just have to sit here and look down. But, okay, so guys, happy Tuesday. I get so distracted so fast. So it's the 20th of March already. Today's the first day of spring, supposedly. That's what I'm hearing.
It's snowing in Iowa, so I don't know how springy it is.
Gee. And we had a huge hailstorm come through here a couple of nights ago. Not here specifically, but like where Victoria lives, which is 45 minutes away from my house. So crazy, this weather.
Yeah.
Crazy. Squirrel, exactly. Snow and sleet in Kentucky. Man, but it's spring as of today, which is good. So I'm going to introduce you in just a second, Cozette. I just wanted to make sure that everybody saw that we now are going to have the Canada training that we've been talking about. Colby had kind of been promising that for a little while. It'll be on April the 4th. It's in the back office if you want to just go there and you can register for it. I think I posted the link also in the Peeps group, but this is just training for Canadians, Canada folks who have a lot of questions because everything's done a little bit differently. And so, yeah, there's a lot of questions out there. So Colby's going to be doing a training. So yay, April 4th, put it on the calendar. And then that was really it. I don't have a whole lot of other notes because I think we had our leader call and all that kind of stuff was last week, right?
Yeah, it was. It was an awesome leader call.
That was a good one. That was a really good one. And then the webinar, the National Consultant webinar was a good one too that he did.
Really good too. Yeah.
Loving it.
There were two favorite quotes that I got from both of them. So the leaders one was innovate or evaporate. I loved that one.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I did not write that one down, but I'm going to.
And then the consultant one was you cannot sell as much as the power of a team.
Oh, wow, that's a good one too.
Those
I must not have been taking notes. Those are both really good.
Things I wrote down just because I was absorbing it, but those two things are the things that I just needed to remember because they just were like quotes that I really enjoyed, and I thought, that hit the spot kind of thing.
That spoke to you.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. So Bonnie asked, "Where are you, Cozette? Where are you?"
I am in Central Iowa. So
Central Iowa.
Yeah. I'm a little bit east of Des Moines. So that's the capital. So I'm just kind of east of it. And I work out of Des Moines.
Okay. And Jessica's on and she says, "Glad I get to follow you guys tonight." And she said hi to Heather. Normally I can post the questions up in the little box, but it's given me that resistance tonight. So I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to let it go. We're just going to move on.
Just your hand.
Right, exactly. Just be like, yeah, I'll just make sure we'll go back so Cozette is going to give us some awesome training. And first, before you do that, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, but please feel free to ask questions. And the good thing is you can't see the questions, right? Or can you? Okay, so that's good. It won't distract you, and we'll go back to the questions unless it's something that's like really pertinent, and then I may go, hello. But otherwise, I'm just going to let you go and not be distracted, and I'm going to be real quiet since I can't get rid of myself in the screen. Won't let me see. I've got this little button, and I did it, but it's not doing it. Oh well. Anyway, it's Be Live. What are you going to do? Oh, even my little thing is gone. So yeah, it's messing up on all kinds of ways. Okay, so tell us about yourself, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I actually do enjoy this. I've actually had lots of people tell me that I'm do pretty good about keeping training up. I train my team quite often, and it's only because I'm a sponge. Like I just like to learn things, so I continue to just kind of absorb information. And the best way for me to learn is just to share it. So then that way I can continue to grow that way. So that's kind of how I got started doing the training. Um, a little bit of background on me. I'm originally from California, San Diego, actually. I met my husband in the Navy, and we moved here to Iowa, where he was born and raised. Can you see me?
I can see you. When it happens, just keep talking because I think it's something on my end. I saw you through the whole thing.
Okay, I was like, I hope you can still see me.
Yeah, just everybody else out there, type on here if both of us disappear, because otherwise I'm going to assume I can still see you going and it's something happening over here. So
Okay.
who knows? Who knows? Just something to distract me.
I have 4 kids. They keep me pretty busy. 3 of them are in extracurricular activities. One's in junior high, one's in middle school, and then I have a 5-year-old. She'll be starting kindergarten, and then a 3-year-old. So I have a wide range. And I also work full time. I work like 40 to 50 hours a week. So I am the master at time management.
No kidding. You have to be.
And it's all, it's because I'm a list maker. So I promoted to senior manager in September, the first month that you could promote, and it actually was just a couple weeks prior to me getting a pacemaker. So I rocked it through my health issues, and it was a goal for me to get it then because I knew I was getting my pacemaker and I'd be down for a little while.
Right.
And I wanted to get that done so then that way I can focus on recovery and then relaunch my business, which is kind of what we're going to talk about today, is relaunching your business. When you relaunch, it's really important that you do relaunch your business and you really relaunch it often. If anything, at least twice a year. And I'm pretty sure you can guess what 2 times a year you're going to do that. Catalog is perfect time.
Right. Perfect.
But at least twice a year, relaunch your business with the catalogs. And what relaunching it does is it continues to grow your business, because if you don't relaunch your business, it's eventually going to die. It piddles out. You've exhausted all resources and you're left with nothing. That's kind of what they call like the cold market. So relaunching it allows you to grow that way. Excuse me. So the thing I'm going to say here is I'm going to start out with everything that is successful for one person is probably not going to always be successful for you. I've learned a lot in the 4 years that I've done this, that I try to share any mistakes that I have, but I've also learned what didn't work for me may work for somebody else. So when you go to trainings and you go to webinars or you follow somebody else and you see they're trying this, but it's not working for you, don't get discouraged. It's not that you're doing it wrong or they're doing something differently. It's just that everybody has their own personal style. And the best advice I have, if you take anything away from this, is just to be you. Because that is what everybody is looking for. That's the beauty of direct sales, is you are the golden ticket there. You are why people come to you. It's not, yes, our product is amazing, which is great, and are innovative, but it's you that they keep coming back for. You are the ones that are keeping them coming back to Pink Zebra instead of going to Walmart and picking out a candle on the shelf. Right. So that's just something that you have to keep on to. So just remember that when you are working your business. A lot of our business now, because of this day and age, is run on social media. So a lot of what I do is on social media because I am a very busy person. It's my lifeline. I'll be honest, if I didn't have a business, I probably would never be on Facebook.
Right.
Because Facebook
Definitely.
is how I run my business. But the secret is I don't run it as an infomercial. I don't sit there and spam people. I actually make it more of a showcase for me. It's my big picture window in the storefront. It's how I advertise me because everybody wants to come for me. And then they buy the pink zebra because they built the relationship with me.
Right.
So when you're on Facebook, you want to have a social presence. That doesn't mean that you are constantly selling, buy this, join me, here's my party link. You are actually showcasing you and being social on social media because let's face it, people go on Facebook to be entertained. They don't go on Facebook to watch you sell pink zebra. So you have to attract them. There are a few things that you can do that would work out in your favor. I always use the 80-20 rule when it comes to my personal page. This is like my Facebook profile. This is not my business page or my VIP group. This is my personal page. The 80-20 rule means it's 80% about me and who I am, and then 20% business. The good news is who I also incorporates pink zebra. So there's ways around that.
Right.
I always make sure that daily I am posting to my business page and I am posting to my VIP group daily. You're being consistent. Your followers are looking for that. They want consistency there. The good news is when you're busy, you can schedule those things. Facebook makes it very easy to schedule those things. So you don't have to sit there every day and go, oh God, I got to remember to post to my page. You can do that once a week, schedule it for the week out. You're set. You're good. You're done. Posting non-salesy posts. I don't know if you've heard of non-salesy posts before. They're basically incorporating pink zebra into your life, but not saying you got to buy this product or you have to join my team. I will post things like I get thank you notes from my team, or I got an awesome like sticker on my cup
That's
that
cute.
one of my team members sent me. So I actually took a picture of it and said, I am so grateful to have them on my team. I'm the one that is grateful and blessed, not them, that kind of stuff. And it's not saying join my team. It's not saying you got to be a part of Pink Zebra, but it's showing our community. It's showing that we're not just here to sell sprinkles. We're here to create a community and create friendships and family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an example of like a non-salesy post. Product wise, I mean, I've posted things about soaks being a lifesaver when you have a kid in sports. I've not posted, hey, you need to buy soaks because it'll make your kids smell better because they play sports. I will post my own personal experiences. And my kid came home stinky, and he may have gotten squirted a couple times by beach oat soaks. Like,
How
people
funny.
giggle because it's kind of funny, but it kind of is relatable, and then they're like, I gotta have this soak. So they start asking. So non-salesy posts are a great way to do the 80-20 rule. Post inspirational quotes. I do those daily. An image with them, a text, a selfie with an inspirational quote, squeezing it into a hashtag. That works too. And then I always post something about me working my business. It may not be, I'm sitting in front of an office, but it's like hanging out at the dentist and all I got is my calendar to keep me company. Something simple like that. And it works. It's just showing that you can work this business anywhere. If you are a busy person, you can do it. And then I try to at least comment on 3 posts. So that's not reacting, don't like, love, laugh, actually putting a comment in there. And GIFs actually make it very easy to put comments in because you can react, but you're commenting on posts. That actually plays within the Facebook algorithms because you're creating an interaction that they'll start seeing your posts too. And then I also go in and I comment in 3 different groups. I'll comment on a post somewhere. So, we all belong to a bajillion different groups. Go find a group, find a post, comment on it. You're showing that you are there.
Right.
You're not just on Facebook to gain leads or gain business. You're on there to be social as well. It works out in your favor both ways, though.
Right.
And then what I like to do is I will scroll through like my news feed or groups, and I will read the comments on images or posts that people do, and I will reply to those comments like, oh yeah, hey, me too, or hey, I like that flower, or just things like that. By creating conversation in comments, you are showing Facebook that you are social on social media, and that you and whoever you're talking to like to talk to each other, and they will start showing you more posts. So you're playing with the algorithms again.
Let me interrupt real quick because Bonnie said 3 comments on what? I guess it cut out for her. So you make 3 comments on different people's posts, right? Or in groups?
Both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah. So
just on anybody's post that comes through your feed, you make a comment because you want to show that you're being interactive and not just throwing stuff out there all the time, not ever.
I'm not just on Facebook to be a business. I'm on Facebook to make friends, and I'm actually a person. I want to be your friend.
Right. I want to be social.
Yes, because quite honestly, that's probably the most interaction I get too. So
oh man.
And then weekly, what I do to counteract with those things is I find 5 people to form. Forming, I don't know if you've heard that before. It's a form of conversation. You are asking them about their family, asking them about their occupation, asking them about what they like to do for fun. That's recreation. And then once you've listened to those things, you got to listen to what you're asking and create conversation with things. And then you can include your message if you have a message. Now, that's not something that happens within one conversation. That might be something that happens over the week. What you're doing there is you are building more relationships, because this business is about building relationships. They get to know you, and once they get to know you, it's harder to say no to you. So, and then also when you are actually PMing people on Facebook, Facebook will reward you by showing your post to that person. So they start seeing your post more, and you're building a relationship, and they're like, I'm going to go ahead and ask her what this pink zebra stuff is, because she's posting about it. And then you create that conversation that way too. Sometimes it just happens naturally. It's a tip on that is when you're trying to find somebody to talk to, this actually works when you're trying to approach anybody, is pretend that they're your long lost friend, like from high school, that you haven't seen in a while, and you're just trying to catch up. And it works. It takes that anxiety off, because, gosh, I got to ask somebody a question. No, just pretend like they're your friend from high school and you haven't talked to them in a while. And
that's a good one. Ahead. No, I was just going to say that I just had a girl do this to me. I guess it was last week. I met her at a vendor event, kind of. We didn't really have a chance to talk, but she apparently found me on Facebook and sent me a message and a friend request at the same time. And I looked at her message before I friended her, but her message was just, hey, great seeing you, or great meeting today. She didn't say great seeing you. She said great meeting today. And then she said, what are you working on? And at first I was like, what? I mean, I thought it was kind of weird, but I friended her and I answered her. And now we're like talking back. I mean, it was kind of weird, but I went with it.
It worked.
It worked. I mean, it worked. Yeah, it was like, huh.
Got here.
Yeah, I'm like, did she notice me, or is she just really good at her job, Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, so it worked.
And when you do that, and you're asking those questions and you're forming them, again, you really want to listen to them. You want to not talk as much, but you want to ask them open-ended questions to where they talk more.
Makes sense.
And then you find things in common. So, they mention a cat. Well, I have a couple of cats, and you just grow from there.
Right.
And it work. And it's amazing how that those simple steps actually can gain you some leads on growing your business.
And so you reach out to, you said 5 a
Mm-hmm.
week?
A week.
A
So
week.
over progress. I mean, it's not something that I on Monday I'm sitting there going, okay, I got to talk to 5 people.
Right.
It's
But you just kind of set it as a goal.
yeah, it's a goal. It's something that I try and go for. So then that way I am making friends and growing my customer base, because even if they don't become your customer, they may know somebody who can.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
I have tons of people on my friends list that I just kind of chat with every once in a while. Not all of them have bought from me, but they have friends who have bought from me, because they'll tag me in a post like somebody's looking for a pink zebra. Oh, hey, Cozette sells pink zebra. I mean, it's building. It's not necessarily that you're going to gain something from them as far as they're going to be your recruit or they're going to buy from you, but they can get you in the direction you need.
Absolutely.
It's all about mingling.
Right.
And on that aspect, I try to make it a goal to make 5 new friends a week on Facebook. That one can be kind of hard depending on where you're at within your business. I do try to recommend to try not to friend too many other direct sales companies, because we're all in it for the same goal.
Right. Yeah.
So the only thing that, if you were making friends with other direct sellers, is you are like-minded individuals that you can kind of gain more information from, different ways that work for them and not for you, those kinds of things. So then that way you can work on those kinds of relationships. It's kind of like a chamber of commerce on Facebook.
Right. Right. Exactly. Well,
So
and even you can take that even in, like, if you're in other groups, because I'm in other groups of just interest stuff that I'm involved in that have nothing to do with my business, but to actually really read what some of the people post, and if there's something that really resonates with me, to send them a private message and go, oh my gosh, I blah 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 too, and strike up. That's a great way to do a friendship, start a friendship. Uh-oh, she's gone. She disappeared, disappeared. As soon as she comes back, Bonnie, I'll tell her about your question, or not your question, but your comment about her getting a few friend requests. Hopefully she'll come back on. She's got some really good information. Hello. We'll see. Does anybody have anything to add to that? Any other ways that you can look for places to kind of create new relationships, just to be able to talk to people, other than, I mean, like I was saying, I should be going through these different groups that I'm in and trying to, I'm such an old school person that I tend to meet people, at my networking events, or, different things that I try to get involved in. But using social media for that is such a great idea. Let me send her a message to see if she can click back on. Hang on one second. Let's see if I can do this. Where is she? Sorry, y'all. Will it let you come back? Let's see if she can come back. Oh, it looks like it.
did that work?
There we go. You're back. Yay! I just sent you a message too.
Yeah, I could hear you, I could see you, but you couldn't see me.
Oh, how funny. That's what it did to me too. So weird.
So I just got out of it and went back in.
Okay. Perfect. Do you remember what you were talking about? Oh, sorry. Sorry. You what?
Facebook is a really good tool for finding community groups. That is originally what groups were created for, not for us to sell our product. It is there to find individuals who have hobbies, problems. I mean, I belong to a couple of pacemaker support groups. I mean, so you can find different groups for different things. I mean, there's easy ones like local mom groups. There's, baby wearing groups. I mean, there's just so many different things. There's like grandparents groups. There's groups for kids who have ADHD. I mean, there's lots of
Wow.
groups out there. If you can think of, like, just write a list of all your problems and then
Right?
groups.
That's not a bad idea. Or anything that you have an interest in, like
Scrapbooking.
yeah,
There's
calligraphy.
out there. Yeah,
Mhm.
calligraphy groups. I mean, there's just so many different groups out there that you can find. And the key is to make sure that if you're joining those groups, that you have like your Facebook profile set up. So if people are snooping, they can see those kinds of things, like you are a pink zebra consultant.
Right.
You have your business page linked in there. You have your website linked in there, and it's all public, so that way people can click on those things. Because people get curious, they will stalk you on Facebook before they even message you.
Right.
So having those things there, as well as making sure every once in a while you're doing a couple public posts. You can do your post as public posts, so then that way they can snoop a little bit more and see those things.
I forgot about that you can change it to public.
Uh-huh.
I totally forgot about it because I'm everything is private on mine too. Well, not everything, most everything.
My problem is I forget to change it back to private.
Oh, right.
So
That's
really but you can change the privacy after posting too. So if you forget, you can go in there and change it. Because I do that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you're making those 5 new friends, remember to follow up with them continuously. Continue to grow that business, that relationship, so you can grow your business there. Another thing that I try to do weekly is I try to follow up with at least 5 customers a week, at least. I mean, sometimes it's more because I have a big party, everybody's gotten their stuff, and I need to make sure that everybody's happy with their stuff. I usually do that like a week after they've gotten their stuff, and then a month after they've gotten their stuff, and then like a week before their 90 days is up, just to make sure that we've hit that satisfaction guarantee window time frame.
Right.
But following up doesn't always have to be business related. Like, hey, do you like your pink zebra? If you've done an adequate job within your parties, you've built relationships within those parties. So you could probably comment, reply back to them like, how's your cold? Did you ever get over it? That kind of stuff. Following up does not have to be business based. It doesn't have to be you poking for pink zebra stuff. It's just you following up with your customers to make sure their life is going okay. Because you don't want to ask them if they can host a party for you when you find out that their dad just died, kind of thing. Like,
right.
So,
yeah.
Build that relationship and know that stuff is there, and prepare yourself so then that way you know not to ask them certain questions, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Another thing that I do is I follow up with at least 5 team members. I know not everybody has 5 team members, but I mean, you can start lower, but I follow up at least 5 of my team members a week. I have 300-ish, so it's easy for me to just kind of go through the list and then come back and then go through the list again.
Right.
But it's just letting them know that I'm there and I am a person. I'm not just somebody saying, oh, hey, we have goals, we have sales volume we have to hit, we have promotions. It's letting them know that I am them too. I am not any better than them. I am not somebody who's above them. I am a leader, not a manager. Right. So following up with them lets them know that I am there for them. I probably have people down to my like level 7 who message me. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was actually using another leader. I said I should really talk to Colby more because I think he's my like 7 levels up. Like.
Yeah, I know. Give him a buzz every now and then.
Yeah, I was like, hey Colby.
Right. I need you to work with me here.
And then I also try to do 2 to 3 live or videos of like product presentations or mail days or just different videos. lives are more interactive, so you can, and Facebook kind of rewards you more for lives, but I understand not live is not for everybody. Um,
Right.
so I recommend like recording yourself, and then you can go, yeah, I don't like that, I'm going to redo it, and then you can just kind of keep doing that and then posting that. um,
Right.
it is better to post the actual video than it is to post a YouTube link, because believe it or not, YouTube and Facebook are competitors. So Facebook will sometimes hide those links that you post out there because
Dang.
they want you to use them for videos, not
Right.
you.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, what I'll do is when you do live videos, it gives you an option in the upper like right hand corner to download your video. So I'll do a live on Facebook, download it, and then post it to YouTube.
Yeah, that's smart.
So
Just go, yeah, go the other way.
yeah, so then that way I can put it on both, because YouTube is definitely a social platform that you want to use.
Yeah,
It can gain you leads and such.
right.
Excuse me. And then another thing that I do is when I relaunch my business, I will message all of my VIP members in my VIP group. There's a few reasons I do this, and I do it slowly because you can end up in Facebook jail if you message too many people at once.
Right.
So I usually top it out at like 30 to 40 a day, or 30 or 40 this time, and then 30 or 40 another time within the day, but it's like spread out.
Right.
Because I don't want to be in Facebook jail. It's not fun.
Okay, so let's talk about Facebook jail for a second. Is that because you're sending kind of basically the same message, or is it just because you're messaging
It can
people a lot?
happen too many people.
Really?
It doesn't do that if you are friends with them, but
Oh, gotcha.
if you copy and paste the same message to your friends, that can land you in jail.
That okay, that makes sense.
So, but if you're not friends with them, any message, if you do too many of that you're not friends with, because I am not friends with all of my VIP members.
Right, right.
Um,
Jessica says it sucks. Liz said nobody likes Facebook jail.
I
Nobody likes it.
landed in it because I shared my live video too many times. Like,
Wow.
and it was 3 times. I did it 3 times.
Wow. So they're getting more strict, or?
Oh, they are getting very strict. So you have to be very, very careful. If you share your live video, like share it once and wait like a couple hours and then share it again.
Wow.
It was terrible. It was not very fun. And I think it was actually right before spring reveal even. I was like, I can't comment in the group.
Oh my gosh, that's frustrating. Liz says they look at it as spamming randoms.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So I learned to download the video and post it. Instead of doing a live video and sharing it, I do my live video on my business page, but then I download the video and then I post it where I want to.
That's good, yeah. Jessica said 5 weeks. I shared the same thing like that. She said it was stressful. And then she was in group Facebook jail.
Yeah, that's where I ended up.
So they have specific Facebook jails now?
Yes.
So it's kind of like going to county. You're in county jail this time.
In jail, you can get like where you can't message anybody. You can get in jail where you can't post anything. You can get in jail where you can't post in any groups that are not your own. So that's the one that I ended up in. So thankfully I could still post in my own groups. So it wasn't like hugely affecting my business, but I felt like disconnected because I couldn't comment on anything.
Wow.
I really want to talk to you, I swear.
Right. Yeah, that would be weird. Now, what's to keep county, state, and federal, Bonnie says, right? What's to keep you from just creating a new profile? I mean, can people do that?
No, okay, remember PZ Corner when they tried to do the PZ Corner in Paisley and they sliced it, they said no because a person, it's kind of the same thing. So like if you create a new profile with your picture and your first and last name, they're like, you already have an account. This is not a real account.
Right.
They'll just be like, nope, you can't do that.
Wow.
So you have to have an alter ego, and you have to prove you're a real person.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, Facebook's smart. Darn it.
Yeah. I know, right? They are. Then they're getting smarter. And
do it. It's because there's a lot of people who have ruined it for other people. They got to protect us somewhere. So, I mean, it's frustrating, but at the same time, imagine all the stuff they stop for us.
Right. That's true.
So, I got to do the good with the bad, I guess. Just got to.
Bonnie says she has a fake account that she stalks exes on. But there's probably a difference in having a fake account. Uh-oh, she's gone again. Well, hopefully you can still hear her. So there's probably a difference between having a fake account, like that you just set up with some random just to be able to go on and stalk people, Bonnie, than having like two working accounts. I could see where that would not be a good thing. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. You are cracking me up. Oh, she's back. Yay, that was fast. That was fast.
You see me?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I didn't even wait. I just got out and went back in.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
All right. So I do the product presentations. I do mail day. Mail days are fun because I'll just let my kids open the mail, and everybody loves watching my kids more than me. I guess
that's cool. I need to hire some kids.
Yeah.
Open mail.
Come over. Got any neighbors? Hey, you want to open some mail?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I bet they would do that. They'd love it.
But it works. It works really well, especially if you have specials. So like the Easter Bunny special or that watermelon special, I ordered it that first night and I got it while it was still available. And I ended up selling, 3 or 4 more because every mail day. Right. Something about the videos that do way more justice than a picture for whatever reason. I personally, I don't watch very many videos. Then I have to find my headphones because I'm doing something with the kids and I can't have it like just blaring. So I don't watch videos unless I have my headphones, and I'll just, if it's not really important, I'll scroll right past it.
or sometimes, because I'm like, if I'm doing something and there's anything else going on around me, because I'm so distracted so easily, I'll be watching a video that has the words at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll be reading.
I do that. Liz says I could borrow a few of her kids. I'm going to take you on that, Liz. But yeah, so you don't watch a lot of videos.
No, I don't. I don't really watch too many videos. I'd rather look at text or I like reading more than I like looking at an image or video. But I'm weird, I guess.
No, I'm the same way. That's like the videos. If most of the time it's me just reading because I don't want to watch it and play it. It's only if I can read. My husband, on the other hand, he's constantly going, "Hey, watch this," and he makes me, like watch a video. But that's why I've always wondered about how these videos really work that well, because I mean, you have to capture my attention so fast, and I am so uninterested so quickly. I mean, it's not good.
I get ADD like really quickly. Like if there's a video going on and I'm not doing anything in it, I start doing other stuff and I stop listening. Like and I'm like, oh crap, yeah, I'm supposed to be watching this. Like focus.
Right. Exactly. That's why I'm wondering how, I mean, maybe the algorithms are good and it just broadcasts us to more people, so more people will eventually see it. That's got to be what it is, not that people prefer the videos.
Right.
Yeah. And I love a good picture. I mean, I love a good snapshot or a meme or a GIF or what's it called? A GIF? Is it called a GIF?
GIF, yeah.
I love it.
Not calling it that until my kids giggled at me and was like, I was like, oh.
What is it?
They're like, what did you just call that?
What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be GIF, but I was calling it like, I was calling it GIF.
Oh, a GIF or GIF.
Yeah. Oh.
That's funny.
Kind of like memes. I was calling it Mimi.
I was too. That one I did not, and I still am not quite sure I understand unless all of those things that I'm seeing are all memes, maybe. I don't know. Memes are.
I think it's just a picture with text on it.
Yeah. Okay. That's yeah.
Google it.
Google it. That's right. That's exactly right.
That's what I always tell people. If you don't know the answer, Google it.
I can't tell you how many times a day I stop what I'm doing to Google something. Or my husband will ask me a question and I'll say, hang on, I think I know the answer, but I'm just going to double check. Because I don't want to be wrong when I'm answering him.
Right. So I just have a couple more things. I know it's almost been an hour. There are a few things that I also do is I revisit my Frank list monthly.
Smart.
Because I am making those friends and I am building those relationships, my Frank list is going to change.
Yeah.
So I am building it monthly. I also use a seed book. I don't know if you've heard of a seed book before. I got it right here. This is mine. It's my Lifeline. Oh, got a receipt. It's got tabs. It's really well used. So, but in it, it has these tabs here. So that way I can just kind of, these are people I have to follow up with. These are relationships I've built. And then I have like my team. And I just jot notes in there. And I carry this with me everywhere. It has my paper calendar in here. So then that way.
Did you build that yourself?
It's an ARC book. So yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know if Liz will remember this, but back long time ago, we were trying to figure out how can we all kind of do things the same. And of course, since then we've realized we're not going to all do things the same, but we had a group meeting at the house and we all made those and it was really awesome. But then when it was time for the next year or the next, I guess it was the calendar change or something. And I'm like, I'm not making another one. So I didn't do it again. But now I just have my little calendar and my folders. But that's a great idea.
The only thing that changes every year is my calendar section. I just buy a new calendar section. I mean, I have stuff in here that is like old, like.
Wow.
I keep it, and that's probably why it looks like this. Like,
that's good though. I mean, you're using it. That's awesome.
So the seed book, I write things down. I jot down, how I met the person or what their interests are or little things that I think I should remember that I can bring up later. I'll write that down in there because I can't remember everything. I'm a busy person, and that's just how I quickly can grasp things. So if I know I need to follow up with 5 people, I'll pull my page open and look at the 5 people I need to follow up with and why I need to follow up with them. And it's a quick note. And my kids are trying to break in.
The door cannot be shut.
Open up.
I know.
He got me a lock and doorknob for Valentine's Day. He's so romantic.
Hey, you know what? It is what it is. I bet you appreciated it. That's awesome.
But yeah, I love my seed book, and it is a game changer because it makes it so much more easier to quickly reference things. So you're not having to like scroll through tons of messages to find out what kind of sample you sent them or anything of that sort.
Right.
And then I do catalog drops, but I use old catalogs. So we all have these leftover catalogs, and people like to make cute bags and envelopes. I take them and I'll put my information, on the back, but I'll pull a random page out, like right here. And then I'll write in this section here, hey, you found me. Guess what? Let's meet up and you can get 10% off.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So it means that they're looking through the catalog for one. So you don't put it on the front. You just have it, in there in some random page. Just
kind of like if you spotted this, you're a winner.
Right. And
I'm going to do that.
Kids have appointments, the doctor's office, dentist office, kids got appointments everywhere, but you can do that. Getting your oil changed, there's so many places that you can go and drop a catalog off. You can even Google it and you'll find 40 different places to drop your catalog.
That is so cool. I am going to do this. That is such a great idea. I love the idea though, because then you'll know if they really flipped through it, first of all.
Right.
But what a cool thing. And then just a random out of the blue. Wow.
Yep, there's not anything like, I don't really pick a page. I just kind of open it up, find a page. I'm like, all right, that looks like a good spot to write. And I write it.
I'm totally doing that.
And it works. I took an old catalog and I had a sample on it, and I wrote in the middle somewhere, and I dropped it off at a gal. She was having an online party, but she happened to be local to me, the gal that commented. So I put it in her mailbox with the catalog, and now she's hosting a party for me next month and seriously considering joining. So, I mean, it's just, the power of a catalog is amazing. So yeah. I know they're expensive, so I only use them, I only drop them like that when I have leftovers.
Right, right.
Otherwise, I use the shop host joint brochures because they're not as, you get like a ton of them for 50 of them for like $8 or something.
Right, exactly. I'm absolutely loving that idea.
So then what I also do is when we get new catalogs, I use my seed book, and I write down what kind of scents they like somebody who likes the more fall scents. Right now we don't have very many, right? I will go through my seed book when, after reunion, and I will open up my catalog, and I will write down, on sticky notes, because I live by sticky notes. I don't know if you noticed I had a whole bunch in there. And I will write down the name of the person and what I think they'd like out of the catalog. And I road trip to all my reunions. So I'm sitting there while the other person's driving doing this and sticky noting it. And so by the time I get home, I have a catalog full of names to follow up with.
It's genius. That's genius.
What I do with those is I will contact them. A lot of the times I use the bigger ticket items to gain hosts for the fall. And then the smaller things, like say samples of sprinkles, I will take a brand new catalog with a sample and a thank you note to my customers saying, thank you for supporting me this last catalog season. Just wanted you to see the new catalog, and here, I thought of you when I smelled this.
That's awesome.
And that's all I do. I don't say, hey, you got to buy this. It's just kind of a thank you for supporting my business and the spring catalog.
Right.
And a lot of times they're like, oh my God, I love that sample you sent me. I have to order it. And it can build from there because you've built that relationship, and be like, you really should host a party or grow from that to it's don't you think it's time to join the team? Because
right. Don't you think it's about time you start getting that 25% discount on everything you're buying?
Did you realize that you just ordered enough to, one, get your own host rewards, and two, you can be active for 6 months?
Exactly.
What, really?
Right. For $99? Yeah, that's smart.
So, yeah, but they really like the thank you cards, I think, the most. And I do that. I actually, before our catalog even changes in December, so we have that dead 2 weeks of December, just kind of because of Christmas, everybody's just focused on that. I take that time to go through my customer order list in the back office, and I write thank you cards to all the people who supported me for that year. And then I just kind of write, hey, thank you for supporting me in 2018. As a thank you, I'd like to give you 10% off your order in January.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome. Only in January, because that's kind of a slower month, and it, towards the end, it's only busy because of the catalog release, but it helps continue that business because when they've gotten that thank you, they appreciate it. They feel appreciated. They realize that they're helping a person and not just a store kind of thing. And then you get the business to stay active within that slow month. But honestly, January is the one month I don't have problems with. It's not my
thing. You don't have problems in January?
Mm-mm.
No.
Because of that, but
yeah.
Because at the end of the month is the spring catalog release and everybody's excited.
Right. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I've not, in the last several years, I haven't had a problem either. And I started doing something similar to that I have a postcard made, and usually around November, I start just sending it out to my, previous customers with the same thing. I'll offer 10, 15, back in the beginning, I was offering 20% off because I
Yeah,
was in.
trying to, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I've noticed like as I progress and my customer base and my business grows,
Yeah.
it don't require as much effort to give the discounts as I needed because I've grown like that. Like I remember like I can go through on this day on Facebook and I'm like I was offering like a discount every month or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm with you. And now, I mean, it's like when I don't even mention the word discount to my customers, and they don't. Nobody ever says, oh, let me know when you're having a sale. I mean, I don't get that.
No.
I mean, I mean, not that I don't get that. I'm just saying that doesn't happen anymore. I think the value is there. So,
Yeah,
listen, yes, they love thank yous. So she's right on that.
yeah. Yeah. Another thing that I do is every once in a while I'll do what I call a sample bombing.
What
Um,
is that?
where I post on like my Facebook page because I don't really post too much business on my Facebook page. Actually, it's kind of rare that I do. Um, that I'm giving away free samples and one sample per person. This is your time to request it, and I will get a huge list of people, and I will send out samples to everybody. Um, what I do is I include kind of, what kind of scent they like, but then I include a Club Pink scent in there. And so the one they like gets me the business that month. The Club Pink gets me the business the next month.
Right.
Or it gets me a host
Right.
because, and I do that when I'm finding that I'm kind of running dry. I don't do it very often. I do it when I'm starting to run out of hostesses, not necessarily
Right.
customers. It's more like hostesses because I can get the $400 sales volume just from personal orders from everybody. I'm looking to grow my business with hostesses because hostesses get me in front of more people, which means I can get more customers and more sponsors, and I can grow that way.
Right.
So that's always my goal when I do these things. It's not necessarily to get more sales volume, it's to get more faces.
Right.
So when I do the sample bombing, they request it. I message them and I say, hey, thank you so much for, your interest in Pink Zebra. I'd love to send you a sample. Just need your email address, mailing address, and then what kind of scents you like. What I do with that is I take their email address and their mailing address and I put them into Zebra Reach because then Pink Zebra is sending them emails for me and I don't have to.
That's a great idea to ask for all that information.
And so then they got that, and then I can get random orders whenever, because Pink Zebra's they've been so good about sending out emails. It's not necessarily just when we have sales anymore. I mean, they'll do
Right.
trending products now, and did you see this? And it works in our favor very much so, especially if you're using Zebra Reach and if you are adding your contacts into the back office.
Right.
So then they give me that information. When I ask what kind of scents they like, I give them a generalized, like clean, floral, fruity, sweet, etc. Because if you say what kind of scents you like, they're like, well, I don't know. What kind of scents do you have?
Right.
I send them recipes. So I send them a recipe of, a mixed scent. So then that way they fall in love with two different scents. And guess what you have to do? You have to buy 2 jars to get 2 scents.
Right. That's
Um,
it too.
so that way I do that. And then I go, when I got their information all ready to go, hold on here. It's in my purse. I forgot to grab it. I use this PDF that's in the back office.
Yes.
It is
Perfect.
it's set up so nicely for you. It showcases the scent of the month that you are sending them with their scent, and then host benefits. And then I do I think I'm out of, there we go. This is the purse brochure.
Yes. I love that one.
Yes. So, I mean, it even showcases more for you. So then I send this with my samples. So what I do with this is I open it up and I lay the samples in here. So guess what they have to do? They have to open this up to get their sample.
Smart.
Because if you just kind of throw it in there, they're just gonna like, oh, that's nice.
Right. Exactly. That's what I do.
Right.
That's what I do.
Package that all in there, and I write in pink ink, and I put stickers on it. I put paisley on there, so then that way it's got its own little signature. I use the regular business envelopes that you would use, these ones,
Mm-hmm.
because when you open your mailbox, you can smell it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But then I also put on my envelope, I put my business information on the envelope itself, because anybody who's handling this is going to smell it and they're like, what is that? Hold on, I'm going to write that down,
Good idea.
So
take a quick picture of it, hold on to it.
Yeah, right. So then I send that, but then I send the person a message saying, all right, hey, your sample is on the way. You're definitely going to have to let me know what you think, because I'm curious if you liked what I picked out for you. While you wait, feel free to join my VIP group where I do tips and tricks, and I will post specials that are only for the VIPs as well as giveaways. And I'm true to this because I will only give my VIPs certain specials, or only sometimes I do like Win It Wednesdays, and I let them pick a number and they get a special from that number that they picked. Right. But I do that in my VIP groups. I don't do that on my public pages or my business page. So you have to be a VIP to get that kind of stuff.
Right.
And so what that does, that funnels them into my VIP group. So they're there, and they will start seeing more of my posts, and I can get Pink Zebra in front of them more often.
That's smart. Now, do you make that group public, or you do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because people will see people commenting on it, and I've had people request to join that are friends with somebody that's in my group.
But they can see what you're posting even if they're not in the group? Wow.
Right. Well,
they just can't participate.
They just can't participate. Yeah, they have to be a member to get that kind of stuff. So they'll see it and they'll join my group, and then I've gotten more people. So I'm funneling people into that group.
Oh, that's so smart. See, and I was thinking I needed mine to be so private, and no, I don't need to do that. I got to get out of that habit of thinking everything has to be private.
Yeah, no, that is completely public. They just can't comment on it, and they can't participate because they're not a part of that group, but they can see it.
Right.
It's luring people in. It's like, they see that their friend Courtney commented on this candle business. What is this candle stuff? And so then they start getting curious, and they're like, oh, I want to join. Beautiful. So back to why I message my VIP groups. So I've done all of that, right? And I've gotten all these people in there, but they're in there now and they haven't commented on anything. They're not participating, that kind of stuff. So you start sending them messages saying, hey, I just wanted to see if you still wanted to be a part of this VIP group. I'm actually doing a giveaway if you fill out this survey, and I'll link them a survey from SurveyMonkey. And everybody who fills out this survey will be entered in for a free jar. Mm-hmm. And let me know, yay or nay, if you want to stay in the group. So what this does is it prompts them for a response. So they are sending me a PM back. We're creating conversation, which means they are going to see my post in my VIP group more. Mm-hmm. And if we are Facebook friends, they will start seeing my posts on Facebook more often too.
So smart.
Facebook will show them that stuff because we are conversating within a PM.
Right.
The survey will have information like, what do they hate the most about home fragrance, changing it out. You want to use things that will help you guide what you should post about, because I post tips and tricks. So I will post things like the 4 annoyances of wax warmers and stuff like that. But I will also have in there, of course, if they're interested in hosting or joining the team, or if they know anybody who is. Referrals are amazing.
Right.
By doing that, I find out if they maybe might be interested in hosting a party, or they're slightly interested in joining. I used to have the fundraiser on there, but got to take that off because we don't have fundraisers anymore. But I also actually put in there if they're interested in learning about the Heroes program. So then that way I can shoot them information on that too.
That's smart.
And then again, I ask in there for their what kind of scent they like and their mailing address and email address. So then again, I can put that stuff into my Zebra Reach, and then I can send them samples and stuff.
Awesome.
So surveys are amazing. And then by doing the reaching out, then my VIP group never dies. Like, it doesn't just piddle out to nobody's responding anymore,
Right.
because I'm sending message to them at least twice a year.
Right.
And it works. I mean, and I always tell people when they say nay, I'm like, hey, thanks. You know, I appreciate your response. I'll remove you from the group. And I do.
Right.
When you're cleaning house like that, Facebook also rewards you and lets more people see your posts that are in your group, even if they don't respond to those messages.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you have somebody in the group that's just not responding, hasn't been saying anything for a while, will you message them too and just ask them if they still want to be a part of the group?
Yeah.
I mean, is that what you, okay.
It's just a crowd control, really. It's,
Yeah.
you know, hey, I noticed, you know, you're not participating. Is it something that you still want or interested in? And I do all organic ads to my group. I don't do the add 5 friends, be entered in for a free jar. I don't do that.
Right.
And if somebody says they want added, I link them my Facebook group. I do not add them. I will link them the link, so they have to request it.
So you message that
Yes.
to, I like that idea.
So then that way it's completely organic. They are the ones that are requesting the ad.
Yeah, I like that. And you're not having to friend every single person.
Yep, because I'm not friends with everybody in my VIP group.
Right. See, I like that too.
Yes.
Because that's what I don't like, is that when they have to friend me first, and you know, they may not want to be my friend, and I may not want to be their friend, but you know,
I just want.
right. Well,
but yes, so that's why I'm not friends with them on Facebook, is because I just do that. And then if it's a public group, it's easier to do that.
Right. That makes sense.
So then they can just click on it and request to join.
Right.
I do have, I do put on my VIP groups that they have to a post approval. So I don't let just anybody post in my group. They post and it shows that they post, but it tells me, hey, so-and-so wants to post this. And so then I go and I look at the post and I say it's okay, yay or nay kind of thing.
Okay, good.
That avoids the spammy people who are just there to steal your people.
Right. Yeah.
That's how you kind of counteract that, because you're a public group.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the other thing is, but you know, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
And anybody that is your friend, they're going to tell you, hey, this person is messaging everybody, and then you can do whatever you got to do, block them or whatever.
That's absolutely private is my friends list.
Yeah. Like, mine is too.
Nobody can see my friends list at all. Unless you're me, you're not seeing them.
Exactly.
So that's gold.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, and that's just kind of weird too. I mean, I hate it when people just, because I'm somebody else's friend, they start, you know, friending me, and it's like, I don't really know you.
I'm like, I don't know who you are. And
right.
Friending, or the random messages from people I don't know who they are.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. I've gotten real comfortable just hitting the delete button on requests from friends.
I be friends with everybody to run this business.
Right.
It's very
right. We're allowed to be picky.
Yes. Yes. One last thing, and then I think I got everything covered, is lifestyle posts, where you post things that Pink Zebra has helped you out with. You know, got my nails done. I just got my commissions checked. I'm going to go out and get my nails done. Or, crap, the car broke down. Thankfully, I got my commission check just yesterday. That kind of stuff. It makes you relatable. It makes people think, oh, you know, I totally could have used a commissions check last week when the heater went out. And
right. Yeah.
So just having those lifestyle posts in there also, just to put them in there, you know.
Well, and even I mean, I know we do it sometimes. Thank you, Bonnie. We do it. She said she likes being friends with us, and Bucky, my dog. We like when we go to rallies, you know, we're all excited and happy. And so, you know, you take a picture saying we're about to go meet up with all of our, you know, 100 of our best friends. it's kind of, that's kind of cool stuff to post too. So yeah, I love the lifestyle posts.
Yeah, I actually took, I had all of my team send me the pictures they've gotten from events, like from rallies, reunion. I also encourage what's called neighborhood groups in my team, which means that if you are close to somebody else who's not like on your leg, but they're on our team,
Yeah.
I encourage you to go have coffee with them, go to the movies. It doesn't have to be a pink zebra thing. Just go make friends with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I had them all send me pictures that they've taken doing those things, and then I created a video slideshow of it to post on Facebook. So then that way
Oh,
people
what a great idea.
how we have fun and we've created this community and we're all friends and it's not all about selling sprinkles.
I love that.
Yeah, it turned out really neat. I loved it.
I'm making a note. I got to remember to do that. And in fact, just in talking to you tonight too, and Liz, when I brought up that thing about that meeting, and she said, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I thought, you know what? I haven't even had, I used to have monthly meetings, and then we would, we kind of started having people unable to come as often. And, but I haven't had a meeting yet this year, and that's very unusual. So I need to get that back on the books. I love having little, local get-togethers, even though everybody can't be here. It's still fun to get together and share ideas and see what everybody's working on. And
it does. Yeah, the conversations do come up, but I always say the main objective is just to get together and have fun.
Yeah.
Get to know your other members, build that relationship to be friends.
Exactly.
And we did that up until rally time, and we have to get back one on the calendar for the Iowa gals here, but life got in the way in February and March.
I understand completely. I know. But I think it's important. And, like you said, and there are some people who are in this business just for the friendships because they love it. I mean, I get it. It's fun.
Yes, it is. I mean, you create such great relationships with it. So
definitely. Yeah. Well, is that it? Those were awesome tips. I took a lot of notes. I mean, some of the stuff I do a little bit of it, but you have just different little, that's what I love about, getting to do this is I find different ways of looking at things that I may be kind of implementing, but a different way to do it. But gosh, I was going to do a recap, but I don't want to take up a whole lot more time, but that was awesome. I love the sample bombing and the VIP thing going public, and I'm going to do that for sure. And the old catalogs. I love all that. So hopefully everybody will just, people will just have to watch this and get all your ideas because that was awesome. And I will post it on, I'll post it on YouTube when it lets me. It goes through a time frame and then it'll let me. And then I'll send you the link so that you'll have it if you, want to replay it for your group too.
I'll probably post it in Jody's team group.
Okay. So awesome. Well, thank you so much. That was really awesome. And thanks for taking your time away from your family and everything else because you have quite a lot going on.
Yeah. They finally gave up and
they gave up.
Yeah.
So she's not in the shower. She's going to take longer than that. When you're in the shower, it's like, forget it. They're going to keep knocking. They know.
No, mine actually have learned how to pop open doors. So
lovely.
Flushed enough that they can't figure.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Wow. Well, I really do appreciate it. That was super, super amazing. Well, Melissa says she's going to replay and take notes. It's very, very good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
That it's just stuff that I've learned along the way that's helped me so much. So I like to share it just because, we want everybody to be successful at this. It's
absolutely. Fun. Absolutely. And there's plenty to go around for everybody. And it's great when we can just share our ideas. And, it's funny because when I think back to when I first got started, I do things so differently now than I did back then. But when you think about it, you kind of have to keep changing with the times, especially because of social media. You kind of have to stay on top of it. So
or evaporate.
That's it. Innovate or evaporate. In fact, I'm going to write that on the in-screen update. Innovate. I can't spell or evaporate. I love that. Let's see if it'll let me. It'll be up on the screen when we're done. Anyway, thank you again. I appreciate it more than you know. And if anybody has any other comments, or if anybody's watching the replay, let us know you're watching and ask us any questions. And you're in the group too, so they can tag you and you can answer questions or whatever. So
yep,
you're awesome.
Thank you so much, Dana. It was a
thank you. Okay, we'll see you later. Y'all have a great week.